All right, we're live. All right, what's up, guys? So let's go over some stocks. We'll go over the channel a little bit. There's a lot to go over before the market opens. I'm just gonna throw this out here, insert that, and then so for those of you new to the channel, this is my Twitter, Trade Simplify 7. Look for that. I've been posting a lot of stuff on here, just a lot of scalps on UNH. Been making a ton of money off of UNH, which has been awesome. And Google stock, which I'm thinking is going to be the buy of the year by the end of the year. Just another day of making more money on UNH, 1,300 up 58,000 this year. Definitely be sure to check out the WAP if you're interested. You can definitely learn what's going on. We have the community in here as well. You can directly chat with me about stocks, chart levels, and trades. We have over 19 users in the dashboard, which is awesome. And it's for day traders, beginners, swing traders, long-term investors, anybody seeking community, etc. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Let's get into the channel. Let's break it down. There's a lot I want to go over. And also, I just wanted to show you just with this playlist here, the Trading Simplified playlist, what you'll get, you can get how to use the Robinhood platform. This is where you can access my live videos, my day trading P&L, where we're up almost 60K right now in the year. We're gonna try to get that today if we can. That would be fantastic. That would be the goal. And then also, I would definitely check out the members only playlist where you get my trading strategy. Yeah, you can find these stuff on YouTube, but you're gonna get it all in order, which is gonna help, which is gonna make it easier for you to learn how to trade. And now Jay Young, we've been teaching him, I was showing him on the day trading fidelity playlist. If you click on here, and then you go under, you got the videos on the right. I believe it's under Fidelity Active Trader Pro Shortcuts, where I'm trading with two boxes. So this is how I trade so fast with Fidelity Active Trader Pro. You can see the box right here, and I'm making trades within that. So I'm gonna just get off this so you can see it. So you can see when I'm making trades, I have this direct trader box where it's a buy and sell, and then this one I have a buy and sell as well. So definitely just keep an eye for that if you're looking to use that for the first time and just getting used to it. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's go into the stock charts. That's what is this? That's what matters most. There we go. So we're gonna start off with the Qs, and then we'll break out into more. If you're looking at the Qs, you can see the Qs are making new highs right now, which is excellent. So take a look at this. The Qs highs is 540. And on 540 is our resistance level. But what you need to realize is that besides 540, we are holding this previous level. So look for the break and the retest. We had this resistance level. We're just gonna put a mini one up here. If you're gonna trade tech stocks, just make sure that QQQ is trading in your favor. Like make sure it's moving up, or maybe make sure it's above this 530 level, because you definitely do have a little bit of resistance right there at 530. But now you have the support level right in this range at 520 to 522. So we are trading within this zone right now. So just keep in mind of that, okay? Looking at SPY, it's the same exact thing. It's getting a little hairy up here. You got this spot up here at 600. I'm just gonna get rid of this, it's a little easier for you guys. And then you also have 600 above here. So if you get above this level, that would be nice, but keep in mind we're still trading in this range from 570 all the way to 600. So just keep cautious on that. This could be short territory, but if we do get a break of this at the open, look for that break above 600, consolidate, and then look for the move higher. That's what you're looking for if you're going long on this position, all right? Now, so let's go over some stocks. Nvidia is making new highs. Now, if you just look at Nvidia on the historical chart, 153 is the ultimate high. That would be where the shorts are coming in. Watch out for that 150 level. I really think we're going to get that level this week. All it's got to do is get past this 143 right here, and if there's not any tariff news, I think we're going to be okay. So keep an eye out on that. And your support levels for this, clear as day. Look at the chart right here. You can see 137 is your support. As long as we can hold 137, I don't see any issues with this stock going above and keep maintaining that height. So 137 as your support, you're looking at 150 as your resistance. Apple stock still holding on for dear life, trying to hold this 200 level, which has done very well. So Apple stock is holding up. We said there was resistance here, but it's gone. That's done. And now it is trying to retest and hold it. You can see with these spots that we made. So 200, I'm still bullish on it. And we can trade it up to the 207 range. Look for consolidation 200 and for that retest back up to 208. That's the range we're trading in. Keep your stops tight. Under 200, you got to cut that loss if you're going long. The better trade for Apple would be that we get a rejection of that Qs. Apple goes below 200, retest 200 right here, consolidates, and then pushes lower. That would be the real trade of the day that I'd be looking for. So just keep that in mind. Looking at Alibaba right now, we just own this in the YouTube portfolio. I don't really day trade Alibaba too much. I kind of just buy and hold it for a long term. So I definitely be cautious looking for that move. Let's move this over. So looking at it right here, if you're trading Alibaba, watch the 110 level for support, and that's about it. But I'm holding them long term, so it's okay with me. Next, let's look at Microsoft. Microsoft is making new highs. So look at Microsoft. 464 is the resistance of total highs. This is a great stock to trade. If we get above this 464 and we start holding, look for that retest consolidation and then that push higher. Just because the stock's at all-time highs doesn't mean it can't go higher. It could definitely go higher. So keep cautious. 464 is your ultimate high. That's where it's trying to go now. Look for that bounce and then blast up from there. Tesla stock, there's one level in mind that I watch, and it's 350. 350 needs to get broken here. Watching 350, we got to get above this 350 line. If you can get above this, now you have a potential move back up to 360, 368. That's what you're looking for. Also, watch out for the dump right in the morning. Are we going to get this retest at 350 consolidation and then dump down? It all aligns with looking at QQQ being at this resistance top here at 530. So just be cautious. Amazon stock doing an excellent job consolidating from 194 to about 214. It is holding the line at 200. That would be your first level of support that you could potentially try if you're looking to dip trade this. But just be cautious. There's more levels of support around 194 and 195 with your resistance up top at 215. United Healthcare, we got to go over it. This is the stock that I'm always trading. What I'm looking for with this is I'm going to continue trading the psychological $300 level. In the meantime, I know that we are trading within this zone. I really want to see United Healthcare get above 313. If we can get a push up above 313, consolidate here and make a push to the ultimate demand zone right here, which would be $326 per share, that is something that I would be looking for. All right, so in the meantime, just whatever the chart is giving you is what you're trading. So United Healthcare from 289 to 313 are your levels. Right now you're in the middle. So if you take a trade at 300, you better be careful and cut your loss at 300 if it breaks below that. If it doesn't break below that and holds 300, look for that move back to 309, 310. Now, Big Bear, BBAI, this is a stock that still looks okay on the short-term chart from $2.36, but it's getting close where it's about to break this trend line. So we are seeing that there is potential support around $3.50. It's trying to hold 3.8, but this is really what I see with it for levels of consolidation. You have this nice upwards trend, but it's really got to hold this. We need some positive news out of BBAI. AI stock, I just want to bring this stock up. This is a stock that did get pumped, and it is trading at a level that is an easy way to control a stop loss here. Right here around this 24.8 level, there was resistance, and then notice that it turned into support right in this zone here when it pulled back to here. So just watch out for that level. If we do get a pullback to around $24, $25, let's just say $25. Make it $25 to make it easy. You can easily follow a stop loss if you were to purchase at $5. If it breaks below the 24.8, easy way to pull your stop loss. But let's see if we get some support on this after the break and now the retest this level, and then hopefully it can continue trading within this range of $25 and $30. That would be nice scalps to do on it because you have defined loss on it. Let's look at, I just want to bring up AVGO. AVGO. This is Broadcom. It's a semiconductor stock pretty much. So looking at Broadcom, it's at all-time highs, 256. This is the highest it's ever been. So anytime a stock is at all-time highs, the ceiling can keep going. You just got to be cautious, follow the trend, and then go from there. It's following that 200 EMA very nicely. So look for pullbacks, maybe 243, 240. Next we have, I just want to go over SMH. SMH was a stock, it was a ETF, semiconductor ETF that holds like Nvidia, Broadcom, AMD, all those guys. MU, all that fun stuff. It's trading within that 234 support we were calling out, and then 250 resistance. So there is your resistance right up here at $250 per share. So be cautious. If Nvidia keeps making new highs, this is going to make new highs as well. So keep a close eye on Nvidia. If SMH wants to stay above 250, 251, I could see reason for further upside. Looking at Google stock. Google stock on the 1-year chart, we are trading within this channel. 1-year channel, 140 up to 160, back down to 150, now up to 176, back down to 168. Anything in this channel, I believe, is a buy. I think your stop loss is very easy. Anything outside of this channel is your stop loss. So you can be making your entries around 160, 165, but if it breaks and goes lower, it breaks 158, 159, you can just cut your loss. Very simple trades with that. Coinbase is another one that is holding the support level at 250. You've had multiple touch points. It has to just hold above this $250 level. That is critical for the stock to continue upwards momentum. Look for that range for yourself. Uber stock. Uber is trading near a demand zone right now. Zooming out here, it looks weak to me, so I wouldn't really trust this $82 range. If I was going to make a trade on this, I'd really be looking for pretty much around this $80 flat level. That is where I would feel comfortable maybe taking a stab. I was thinking maybe at the opening bell we get like this nice drop into around $80 consolidation, and then that push back up to retest that $82 level. I can imagine something like that happening. SMCI, watching this, the $47 range level, it's got to get above $50. $50 is the golden goose. If SMCI can get above $50, then I'll be interested in trading it. AMD, looking at AMD here, it is retesting and came back from the dead of $76. So finally broke this trend. We were drawing out this trend on previous live streams where it touches here and touches right here, and then another touch here. So $100 is your level where if you're gonna go long on this, is where I'd want to be trying to get back in this thing, but I wouldn't be buying up here. RSI is high at 63. It's got to get above this level as a day trade. If you can get above 122 and hold, 123 and hold, then look for your levels. Netflix, apparently the stock only goes up. I mean, this is ridiculous. Look at Netflix right now. RSI is 72. Support level around 1070, you could say. I'm staying away from it, too expensive. Palantir, this stock is on its way to the moon. Its previous resistance level at 126 is now pushing even higher at 135. Just keep in mind, this stock does have wild swings where, a month ago you had this swing from 125 down to 105. So it is not immune to false breakouts and can pull back. So just be cautious with that. Next, I would look at Webull. I just wanted to bring this up. This is the Webull stock. We're using the Webull app, so I got to give them some love here. They were $79 and they pulled all the way back to $10. It's a very interesting play. I got to do some research on these guys. This is a strict pump and dump here. I have alerts set on them. I'm just watching. I mean, this has been totally dumped down to $10.90. So Definitely something I'm looking at, but I have to do the research on it. This is like buying a fallen knife. I mean, all it's done is just keep selling off, selling off. So, very interesting stock that now it's down. This is why you have to be very careful with these fallen knives, especially if they're like penny stocks. $79 down to 10, you're down 86, 87%. So, let's take a moment of silence for those that are bag holding Webull stock. Next, looking at NBIS, $50 up here, down to 35. Try to trade the momentum. This is a very volatile stock. It's the AI play, the AI infrastructure for NVIDIA chips, etc. $42, got to get above that to make a move forward. Support level is, I really can't lay one out. I mean, you could try $33, but that's risky. AMC is falling off a cliff, $4 down to 3. Maybe I'll trade this if it ever goes back to $2. DJT, looking at this stock. This is another meme stock. Support level around $20. $20 would be like, I'm talking scalping, like in and out, not staying in the position that long. You also have Newsmax, which got pumped. Newsmax went up to $287. It has completely died. Trying to see the low on this bad boy. It looks like we are making new lows, so $17 is the new low. Just like Webull stock, see if it goes down to $10. $10, $11. Just be patient. Don't jump into these bags thinking they're automatically going to pop out of luck. You know, trade the levels, wait for your setup, look for your A+ setups. Don't just buy something just to bag hold and hope that it goes up. You'll make a lot more money just trading levels on actual quality stocks. MO, it is in a nice uptrend here. You get that dividend for smoking cigarettes. So nice $38 up to 55, 52, 61. Trading within this trend channel looks good as long as the trend doesn't break. I'd be watching that $57, $55 level. What is WFC? Is that Wells Fargo? Yeah, Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, too expensive for me, Jay Young, especially as a long-term hold. $75, it was $33 1 or 2 years ago. But resistance $80, support potentially around 67, 68. That's really about it that I'd be looking for. All right, so we blasted through a lot of stocks. Now let's see. Let me see. I want to see if we can mess around with this for a little bit. United Health Group. I think it's important to think about. Let's say you're waking up in the morning and you missed the morning bell at 9:30, and you're not able to let's say trade the open. You got to wait till like 11 o'clock. What you can do is put the 1 month chart on, turn on the 4-hour time frame, and then you can watch the trends from there. And you can get an idea of what is the momentum. So when we zoom in here, we have the 21 EMA. This doesn't look as clear for some reason. It looks much clearer on my Fidelity Actuator Pro when I do this. Yeah, it's not really working out. Let me see if I do the 1 year. Let's do it by this. Yeah, some of the charts, it doesn't always look as clear for some reason. Trying to make this look better for you guys. So, looking at these charts, I feel like you need a scalp victim. So you want to find a scalp victim. You know what would be a potential scalp victim for you, which this stock doesn't move as fast, Jay Young, but it's a very cheap stock, and you're trading with $1,000, right? So let's go JetBlue. JetBlue on a good day, right? On a good day. So let's say June 3rd, 533 down to 510. You're looking for 20-cent moves max. Look for 10 to 20 cents. If you're going to scalp it, you could definitely reduce it just to learn and get used to playing with the buttons. 5 to 10 cents. You don't have to buy as many shares. If you were to do that and you're buying with that, let's say you had $1,000 you're trading with divided by, let's say 5.2. You could buy 192 shares. 192 times 0.1 would be $19. So you look at that, you could do $1,000 by 190 shares. 0.1 equals $19. That would be a realistic way that you could do it. You're not risking a ton of your portfolio, and you're learning how to day trade, etc. But JetBlue moves very slow, so you really would have to buy it on dips. I mean, the $5 whole dollar level is what I'd be looking for if you were trading JetBlue. Not financial advice, as everybody else says on YouTube. But if you're looking for it, you could easily set up defined stop. So if it goes down to $4.98, $5, you buy your 100 shares. See if you get that push back up to $5.10, make $10. Just to start learning the ropes. That could be one way to do it. But obviously it's your money. You got to find a stock where it's worth it to you. I mean, if it's hard to buy $1,000 worth of Amazon and only buy 1 share, 5 shares, because now you need like 5-10 points to make any money. CrowdStrike. I just want to go over them real quick. CrowdStrike had their earnings. And I was looking at their earnings and it wasn't terrible. So they literally died. They died on their earnings. They went from 4 to 94. It's incredible. Every time CrowdStrike has earnings, they just sell off. Let's just do that math real quick. Down almost 10%. 10% would, buy Costco. Buy your 1 share of Costco. So then if you're looking at this, looking at the news, their price target was raised 17 minutes ago to 500 from 450, upgrading to buy after a healthy pullback. They're maintained as overweight. So, I mean, I don't like when analysts keep putting all this positive news of 540. They really are pumping CrowdStrike. Then why is it dying? That's really a great question. Sometimes you got to look at when was the last earnings. So let's go on the 1 year. Their last earnings was right here. Why isn't it staying up? Come on. Their last earnings was, it looks like March. So March, and then you just had it here around June. Look what it's done since then. Before earnings, this is why people say, why is it pulling back? Their earnings from June or March to June has gone up already 60%. So you've gone up 60% since earnings, right? And now you had this pullback to 450 to 9%. So the stock before earnings is already up all the way to still to 450, which is a 46% gain. For me to enter CrowdStrike, even with all that good news that they just had, I'm not buying at 450. I want to see if they break down into this level. I want like 400 per share. That would be nice. That would be a healthier level. I'm able to see that we've had previous resistance touch points, and now I can see if this will be a resistance or support around 400 to 402. All right, guys, I'm going to close the stream. I'll most likely open it up again for the day trading hours, but I'll make it members only. And we'll go from there, all right, guys? I appreciate you guys tuning in. Jay Young, we'll chat in the WAP. And thank you guys for supporting the channel. Appreciate you guys.